I was misguided by the insurance relationship manager.
I am not.
No,
One
no,
minute.
this is the, whenever I go to the bank, they will put me, no, sir, आप you leave credit करो. I am giving the example.
You're right, you're right.
I am giving the example. I put my daughter's name, 6 lakhs, 2 lakhs is the premium.
Right.
I continue for the 3 years.
Right, sir.
Today that money is only 6 lakhs 50,000 because very first year, out of 2 lakhs, they have deducted 1 lakh 40,000 their management fees.
Right.
That time I was very new. Almost 7 people came from Standard Chartered. They are selling the Bajaj Alliance, equity gain and equity.
Right, sir.
After that, that product has been stopped. One is the Bajaj Alliance, one is the Aviva, because many people doesn't know what is they are buying.
Right.
Because if I put that money really in the investment, I would have gained much more.
Absolutely. Completely.
When the bank sees that in your saving account, oh, so much of money, sir, you should buy. And that is everywhere. Firstly, they will see that how I can track that man. And even these children, those who are working there, they have lot of pressure. You should buy, you read, no other things.
So I think things are changing now. I think clients are clearly more conscious, and I think as clients, if I am more conscious, right, if this does not make sense, right, you will buy better products. And I think today the situation is probably very, very different than say what it was a couple of years ago. A lot of changes have taken place in the last few years.
Exactly where I lost the money.
Right.
Primary reason was the management fees.
Right.
And I saw the amount that used to get invested in the equity.
Right.
Was always after deducting his fees, and that never got recovered.
Which fund was that, sir? Which scheme?
It was ICICI through balanced.
ICICI through balanced days, okay? But we've done a research on balanced schemes, including management fee, because management fee is already deducted, okay? In the NAV that you get. Now there is no charge at all. There is no entry load now. Absolutely no entry load, right? There hasn't been a 6-year period. If you have invested for at least 72 months, okay, you could not have made a loss. Not possible. So I will sit with you and we will see why, if at all you've done 72 months, if you have done 72 months, we'll have it.
Especially if they are like FAAA and like MAA plus and all.
So his question is corporate FD is FD or not as compared to what, sir?
FD.
As compared to bank FD. I don't know. What would people feel? Should you do corporate FDs which are FAAA rated as compared to say a bank FD? And why would you do that? Because interest rate is a little higher.
You get 11% around.
No AAA will give you
I'm telling
11%.
you, I can give you.
AAA.
Yeah, FAAA.
Okay.
So there's a.
FD, not a debenture, an
I
FD.
understand.
Okay.
I'm telling you. So there is a company called Mahindra and Mahindra Finance. It's FAAA. They give you 10% and 1% cashback. Cashback is almost immediately, so you don't even have to wait until the end of year. So if I invest, say about say 1 lakh rupees, I get 1,000 cashback, plus 1 lakh completely is invested, on which I get 10%, which is slightly more than 11%.
Which is slightly more than 11. So should you do that or not? 1 lakh in a FAAA rated corporate FD locked in for a year, 1,000 you get back. So you invest 99,000 and you get back 1 lakh 10,000, a return slightly better than 11%. Should you do it or not?
Some percent.
Okay?
Some percent.
Some percentage, sir? Some percentage? In this, we will come to your question, but this one?
After tax liability, it may come down.
So that even your bank FD will come down. Even your bank FD return will be down. So some percentage definitely. Why not? A small portion, why not?
My question, okay, let me rephrase it. How, what is the percentage or what is the kind of increase in risk compared to bank FD and FAAA rating? So is it a very significant difference? Or
A bank FD versus a FAAA rating, is it a very significant increase in risk? I don't think so. See, the big advantage, a bank may in fact, may or may not have a rating. In fact, very few, none of the large banks have taken ratings. Okay? But there is a clear understanding that the regulator will not allow a bank to fail, because failure of a bank is a huge impact on the system. Whereas failure, a failure of FAAA, FD, especially for a year, is almost as unlikely. It's almost as unlikely. So, but there is no systemic backing to that, or there is no expectation that the regulator will come to the rescue of that corporate, right? So it's slightly riskier only in that sense. But definitely, FAAA is a very, very good risk. Definitely.
2011, it was a year of MIP.
Right.
Invest in MIP, you will do very well in MIP. By the time 2012 came in, MIP started doing bad. Move to balance one, sir. It will help you substantially.
Right, sir.
55% equity exposure, 75%.
So it's not doing well on 2013, move to bonds.
Right.
And when you went to a debt funds and a bonds, you collapsed like nobody's business.
Right. Right.
2010 was the same year.
Right.
Every year when you do as an investor, you
Right.
find that all things which you do, you are getting about 7 to 8% return.
Right.
And always when we hear to you, you get some beautiful news, 14%, 16%.
Right. Absolutely.
Doesn't happen precisely because every time when you ask your analyst,
Right.
he always says, sir, I'm sorry, you are in the wrong bus.
Right.
Change your bus.
Right.
Changing buses
Right.
has created such a hope.
Absolutely.
Tell us how to organize it.
I think the key part of this big question, the one part that I heard was every year. Okay? So none of the things that I do, you bound to make a loss. Bound to. I'm saying you're bound to make a loss. Okay? Before 10, in 4th year, 5th year, you're bound to have a loss. Now, if I'm an advisor, so that's all. Please let me complete, sir. So if I come to you as an advisor, okay, and you tell me, इसमें पैसा बनेगा, मैं बोलता हाँ सर बनेगा. कितने साल में बनेगा? As an advisor, it is very difficult for me to tell you कि सर 10 साल आप डालोगे तो ही बनेगा. बीच में से निकल जाओगे तो लॉस होगा. As an advisor, I find it very difficult to tell you that. Okay? I'm not an advisor, so I am able to tell you. Okay? So I think it is the customer. So a customer doesn't want to invest for 10 years. I think if the workshop lesson is, if you're not prepared to invest for 10 years, don't do an equity sale. Don't do. Okay? And your advisor will tell you what you want to hear. If you want to throw away the advisor, कि 10 साल की बात मत करो, इस साल की बात करो, एक साल में even God himself cannot guarantee you that you will make money. Moment you have stock markets, you have shorter period, you bound to have a chance of making a loss.
So sir, you just said that 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, you say it may be in loss. So then you are banking on 4 years of phenomenal equity performance.
In fact, when you are making those losses is when your wealth is getting built, because you are doing rupee cost averaging.
So thereafter those 4 years of phenomenal growth, which you think will happen.
It has happened in the past.
Yes, it
That
has
is all that I can say. It happened over good 19 years. Okay? It has happened in the past. Can I guarantee it? No, I cannot guarantee it. Has it happened in the past? It has happened. Is all that I can say. And it has repeatedly happened. Okay? That is all that I can say. Nobody can guarantee it. An advisor may tell you that it is guaranteed, but it is not really guaranteed. Right, sir.
That I want to know. All the tax free bond is coming and it is giving out 8.68, 8.85,
Correct.
8.95, 20.
Correct.
Where I should put? Means if I am in the 10% bracket, it is not advisable. I
Right.
believe.
Right.
But who are the people? Only the HNIs?
So I think your returns are high moment you are in a higher tax bracket. Okay? So if you are in the 20% tax bracket, or which means your taxable income is more than 5 lakhs or more than 10 lakhs, then a tax-free bond is a good alternative. Like any other investment alternatives, 3 things: risk, return, liquidity. Risk in most of the tax-free bonds is very low. They are all, most of them are FAAA rated, some of them are FAA rated. The return, if you are a high taxpayer, is pretty good. Okay, liquidity unknown. Right now, not very good, but it could improve. It's listed on the stock exchange. Okay, so it may improve. Okay, but right now, if you want money in between, all of them are at least for 10 years. Right? If you want money in between, the cost that you have to pay might be pretty high. So that is the trade-off, sir. If liquidity is not a concern, if you are a high taxpayer, okay, then some portion of your safe money should definitely be put in a tax-free bond.
Do you recommend investment in gold ETF on the change of RBI policy?
Gold ETF versus what?
Physical gold.
Versus physical gold. I think we should ask the women that. Although I am an advisor, I mean a financial planner, and I keep advocating that you should do an ETF or a mutual fund, a gold fund, rather than physical gold. Guess what my wife does? Okay, she goes and purchases it from her favorite jeweler every month. Okay, and her argument is, I can't wear a mutual fund unit around my neck. Okay.
No, but leaving
Point is, I think leaving that aside, if you are buying what shall you say, a Ignot or a bar, then you pay additional transaction costs when you buy physical. A gold ETF is a great way to invest in gold. Okay, because you can convert that into gold. In the future, once it reaches a certain size, you can take back physical gold instead of the units.
but everything like only gold, M gold is where you can convert it to a physical gold.
No, most of the
But
ETFs
like
allow that facility. Most of the gold funds, I don't know, most of the ETFs allow that facility. Where it goes above a certain grammage, okay, you can exchange your units for actual physical gold. You have to pay VAT at that time, at the time when you exchange. You have to pay the tax on it. So ETF, according to me, ETF is an excellent way to invest in gold because it avoids all transaction costs. No safekeeping costs, no insurance costs. It is a lovely way to invest in gold. To the extent you want to invest in gold.
But then now you can't get a loan against, there is no liquidity for the gold ETFs. We can only sell it.
So gold ETFs you can sell on the exchange and they sell. It's not a problem.
No, but a year before you could take a loan of about 85% against your investment in
So
gold.
that you have to blame Mr. Lungi. Okay.
So just one question.
Right, sir.
It's a case. Suppose, as per the government regulations now, the second house,
Right.
you can, now if you look at that,
Right.
basically, how would you rate it against when you take that factor
Right.
and then rate it against the equities?
So not buy a second house makes and because that is allowed as a deduction, that makes the house a better investment alternative than equities. That was the question.
Yeah, how would you compare?
Okay, so what does a tax deduction do? This is a question that I have answered so many times. I mean, what does a tax deduction do? What does it do? You get a tax deduction. We all feel very happy. Tax नहीं देना पड़ रहा है. ठीक है? What does a tax deduction do? It reduces your cost. That's it. You still pay. Right? You're paying 10.25. If you get a deduction, you're still paying 7%. If you are 30%, if you are at 20%. In fact, for a self-occupied house, very few people understand that anything above 15 lakhs, there is no tax deduction effectively. Right? But for a house that is given on rent, unlimited interest is allowed as a deduction. Right? And therefore, the interest is cheap. Does that make a house a better investment alternative? Because it can be funded relatively cheaply? For that you have to look at returns that it has given. There is no data to suggest, in fact there is data to suggest that over 10 years, real estate returns are almost equal to gold. It is on an average, it is around 9.5-10% over 10 years. I am talking of over 10 years. Any asset class you can pick over 4 years, 5 years and say superlative returns. I think over 10 years is a magical number. Over 10 years, you find that the return reverts back to whatever is the normal means. Same in the case of real estate.
In 2009,
Right, sir.
in Reliance Mutual Fund.
Right, sir.
Yesterday I got the intimation that it has slided down to 2.5 lakhs.
Correct, sir.
In 5 years, I
Right.
have lost 1,40,000 and
Correct.
30,000 per year I have lost.
Correct, sir.
Where did I go wrong?
So, where did he go wrong? I don't know. I thought we covered this, but what would be the answer to that?
This is a one-time investment against.
Sorry?
This is a one-time investment rather than going for a systematic investment plan.
But even one-time investments, if you keep it for 10 years, it has proven to have a positive. Sir, if you don't, in an equity investment, in the short run, and unfortunately 5 years for equity investments is short term, okay, or at least medium term definitely, there have been instances where you have made loss. If we want to look at night, so people want the good returns that come with equity, but yet every year, at the end of every year, they want to see a small little addition. You want to see a small little addition? Invest in FDs, FMPs, your ultra short term equities is not the right investment.
In my case, it was not equity. It was mutual fund investment, which has come down by 30,000 per year.
So, sir, when you invest in mutual fund, instead of directly investing in equity, you have given it to a manager who invests in equity. So, it is as much investment in equity, an investment in an equity mutual fund is as much of an investment in equity mutual fund as directly investing. One last question. Yeah. It is in the infrastructure. I knew that.
He lost it, that's why.
That's right. And that is a sectoral fund. So sectoral funds are more riskier.
I got one question.
Yes, sir.
See, mutual funds purchased in 1995.
Right, sir.
As you rightly said, up to 2004, 2005, NAV jumped up like anything. And it gave good returns.
At minimum you made at least 10%. Yes.
But same mutual fund as on today is half of the NAV what was in 2005.
Possible. I don't have data to dispute that. I'm just saying 10 years it has made a profit. At least a double-digit percentage per annum.
But thinking
That we have checked for all the. So again, if you keep it from, let us assume on 2005 was your fresh investment. The value as on 2005 was the fresh investment. Wait till 2015, it should be positive. If this theory holds true, then at the end of 2015, it should have given you at least a 6% return, at least per annum, if this theory holds true. So, thank you very much. You've been a great audience. If there are any other questions, we're still here for some time. Very happy to answer. But anybody wants to finish off?
Thank you for very interactive session. Thank you on behalf of ICICI Bank and ICICI Prudential Mutual Fund. Please request you all to please join us for dinner. Thank you.